Could I get the story of when you had no money for a taxi ride home? Yes, you fucking. I told that story. Who did I tell that to? I told it to my son actually. I'll minimise that for a wee moment. When I was, I think, 17, I think I was 17. 17, getting into trouble with the police and all that. Before I'd started college. After I'd dropped out of school, but before I started college, kind of off the rails a wee bit, smashing things up and all the rest of it. Anyway, still had enough money to go to student union, even though I wasn't a student. Me and a few years would go to the Tech, Glasgow Polytechnic, or New Caledonian Uni, student union. We went there. I think I was 17, fake ID. Went there and then went down to George Square, 3 o'clock in the morning for the late night bus. And it's these buses. It wouldn't be a normal bus. It wouldn't be a normal bus service. It'd be these, like a small selection of routes. And you got off kind of near where your fucking house was. I got on one of the buses with my pal. Got chatting with a guy that I knew from school. And driving, I don't know, down some fucking motorway or country road or fucking middle of nowhere, I don't know. It was snowing. It was freezing. And I think my pal realised we'd got on the wrong bus. So he got off. And then at some point later, I got off. Something else had happened on that bus that I forgot about until I bumped into that school pal. Kind of recently, in the last 10 years. He reminded me of that bus journey that he just happened to be on. He said he felt bad about, his pal punched me, hooked my jaw. And I was like, that's straight. That's straight, I fucking remember. He said, you were kind of, I don't know, I was cheeky or something like that, and his pal hooked my fucking jaw on the bus. This guy that I knew for like school, his pal. And I was like, oh, that's right. He said he's felt bad ever since. That was like years before. That was like around 20 years before. He said I looked kind of like, I don't know, confused or pathetic or something like that. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I could barely remember it. Anyway, I got off the bus. So my pal got off the bus, and I got off the bus at some point later. And didn't know where the fuck I was. This is, I was 17, so what's that? '92, was it? Could have been, well, actually, it would have been either late 91, like December 1991. We were steaming. You're on the fucking bus, and I think my pal went like, "Oh fuck, that's the wrong bus," and he gets off, trying to get off at Shawlands, and I'm staying on a bit to go to the south side, a wee bit more to Carnwater. I'm like, oh, I think I probably went like that. Oh well, I need to just stay on a wee bit longer, and we'll see how it goes. If I was just chatting with somebody, I wouldn't give a fuck anyway. I'd just be like that. Oh, I'll get off when I get off and it'll all be fine. So that was fucking like either something like December 91 or January 92. So it's 17. Freezing anyway. Middle of fucking nowhere, don't know where the fuck I was. Apparently, looking back, I was somewhere like Clarkston, some in the south side, kind of country road, like, I don't know where the fuck I was. Anyway, what I did was sort of walking about, and there was like some office buildings and some hussies. I had no money on me, no smartphone, no mobile. That's before all that. Fucked. One of my first thoughts was there was an office building that I thought, oh, I'm going to picked up a rock, kind of like that fucking size, like a big baked potato fucking size thing. Remember, it's a big kind of round thing, I think. And I was going to smash some fucking window in and go in. Don't know what I was going to do. Knock something, stay in there, just see what happens. I don't know. I was steaming. I didn't. And then I went up some scaffolding that was up some fucking building that looked like either a college or a hospital or some sort of accommodation thing. It was, I went up some scaffolding, looked in. It was like a wee, set of stairs, flight of stairs, like a kind of fire exit sort of thing. And I was looking in, it was all nice and brightly lit. Didn't see anybody, and I was going to smash that window in. And like go in and say to somebody, I need help. I don't mean like, I need help, I'm lost, you need to help me. I mean deep down help. Got to somebody just rescue me type of thing. Expecting to see somebody nice, like that. Are you okay? Come on. Has everything been hard for you? We're going to get you a taxi home, and after that, we're going to get you some aftercare. Fucking freezing. Back then, I was wearing a t-shirt and a denim jacket. Just a kind of thin denim jacket, Levi's sort of denim jacket. Freezing. No trousers. I was probably wearing denims, but nothing underneath, which I tended to do back then. Anyway, I ended up no smashing that. Went down. I remember I had a bottle of Nookie Brown on me, or 2 bottles of Nookie Brown, Newcastle Brown Ale, that either hid on me and didn't open. Somehow I'd went into the place, or maybe bought it leaving. I can't remember. Had a bottle of Nookie Brown in one of in that Levi's denim jacket pocket. It was kind of like a wee insert bit, a wee bit you could just go like that and stick it in like that. Remember having that. Don't think it was a can. I think it was that. Might have opened it, might have drank it, can't fucking remember. But I remember having that on me. I left somehow with that on me. Maybe it was still open. I can't fucking remember, right? But I ended up walking for a bit doing this kind of middle of nowhere road, and it was like a Range Rover or something like that sitting there. Snow all in it because it was snowing. And I was going to fucking break in it. I was going to put the window in and try and hotwire it and fucking drive it. It's steaming, can't even fucking drive. And I didn't. Walked and walked and walked. Eventually there was a taxi. I went like, fucking yes. Stopped the taxi. And I said, could you take us to, I think it was like Thornleybank train station, which was near where I stayed. Drove there, and I thought, I've got no money. I know what I'll do. I know what would be a good idea. I'll pay the guy with my bottle of Nookie Brown. Quite a big bottle that size. Big fucking chunky bottle. And he'll be happy because they cost about like a £5 maybe. I can't quite remember. Maybe it's just £3. I don't know. They cost more than kind of normal, and he'll be happy. I thought he'll quite like that because that's run about how much a taxi might be for wherever the fuck I am. And he'll be like that. Good. Do you know what? That's a good payment actually, because I'm going to end the night here, and I'm going to end with a wee bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale when I get up the road. I kind of thought that. So we got to Thornleybank train station. I could have just stopped at my house and went in and tried to get money, but I don't think I had money. So I stopped there, and I reached into my pocket to get the bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale as a bartering item, and I pulled out that fucking rock instead. I didn't go like that, right in front of him. Huh? But I reached in to get what I thought was the bottle, and went like that. What's that? And looked, and it was that fucking rock. It was that was in my pocket. I don't know if I ever did have that bottle. I might have at some point, but then drank it. I can't fucking remember. But I went in to get the bottle, and it was a fucking rock. It was that thing that was going to put through the fucking window. I went, oh fuck. I went, I don't have any money. He went, well, where do you stay? Go in and get it. I went, no fixed abode. I had heard the term no fixed abode, I think maybe off my brother or something like that. I actually said no fixed abode. I didn't say I'm homeless. I said no fixed abode. What did you get a taxi for? If you, I know. I just thought I get it, and I left. I went up the road, which is kind of around the corner. Went in. Went to my fucking bed. Covers on me, lovely and warm. Fucking made it. Brilliant. And I phoned my pal the next day. I said, "What the fuck happened last night?" He said he ended up in a place called Stamperland, which is in the south side, which is near Clarkston and Giffnock and all the rest of it, I think. Stamperland. We had never heard it. And it isn't that far from where we fucking stayed. It was almost kinda a wee bit in between Shawlands and Carnmodrick, sort of a wee bit to the east, I think. Maybe. Stamperland. It just sounds like he's ended up in fucking Munchkinland. Or a violent place that's nicknamed Stamperland. But you saw it, signed Stamperland Post Office, Stamperland this, Stamperland that. He said he was like running along the train tracks and fell. Was it me that fell? I remember I fell. I remember hitting my fucking horns. I was alright, but it was sore as fuck. He said he went along the train tracks and all. He said he was nearly greeting. He was either nearly greeting or was greeting because it was so fucking cold. It was fucking freezing. But he made it back, obviously. And we always refer to that as, I think it was a 237. I think the bus was a 237. We always refer to it as a 237 Nam tour of duty. We'd felt like we'd been to fucking Nam and back. It was fucking awful. It was awful. I think it was 237. Like 517 or something like that. So there's your story.